What's wrong with being confident?
Hi everyone! Did you know that the first lady to actually invent the laser treatment device was actually an African woman? Yes! This and many more lined up for you. I'm your host, Nabila.
Patricia Arabath, who was born November 4th, 1942. Dr. Bath was titled with so many titles. The first one was a woman leader of postgraduate training program in ophthalmology. First African American to serve as the resident in ophthalmology at New York University. First African American woman to serve on staff as surgeon at the UCLA Medical Center. First African woman doctor to receive a pennant for a medical purpose, making her a 5 pennant holder. She was the founder of the non-profit American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness in Washington, D.C. As years went by, Patricia was diagnosed with complications from cancer and hereby passed on in 2019, 30th May, at the age of 77.
Yes, 3 years ago, she received an invitation that led her to her passion today. This is a story from a young lady in Kachiru, Gasabo town in Kigali.
Hello, I'm Ishimi Rebecca. I'm the Rwandan youth, the country which has the Southern House, and I'm the youth of Africa. I'm the woman of the Africa. Right now, I'm gonna talk about my story, about my career as the youth, and empowering the youth of other girls who can achieve their goals, their dreams. Yeah, it's a long story, but I want to share with you about my story, about my career as the fashion designer. So, a long time ago, I was a little girl and I liked watching the movie. I liked watching the cartoon. And one day I see how the cartoon show up, as how they designed it, how they dressed, something like that. And I started to look the TV about the fashion show, and after I started to get interested about the dress, how people can dress, what the dress come from, many things about that. And then after, I have my brother, and he liked to be a model, to be a superstar. And one day he get in the agents of the model of the for the international Rwanda culture, and he invited me to come to look him, to be a fan of him. And then after, I go and watch how the fashion show goes, how the industry going, and I meet with many people. I look, it's so good. I was so happy to see them, how they work, how they look, the makeup, beauty. Yeah, it's something which is interested. Yeah, that beauty it's attracting me. Yeah, and say how can I change the world? How can I do my passion to do a fashion show? How people can look good? How can they be with like ceremonies, like party? Yeah, you know, it's so hard when you have the appointment to see, to search what you can, what you can dress up. You can what I should dress today. Yeah, it's so hard to find it, but yeah, if you start thinking what I would dress, it will be easy, and say what I should do for that I can help the society, for look good, look beauty. Everyone can wish to be good, to look good. What should I do? And starting, I say, let me search. I find the searching. Look, starting follow on the Instagram, to follow people who are the fashion designer, how they starting their stage, what, and many things come up. And after, when I go to school, when the teacher explain the reason, and I'm with drawing some dresses. I don't know where it come from. Yeah, it come too, and I started drawing. And after, when I finished to draw, I tell my friend, look at this, and say, wow, this is you who made it. Yeah, I say yes. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, you have a big talent. My dream is to dress every people, like poor, like rich, every popularity, everyone. I want everyone, they can wear my collection made by my hand. I want to create the industry of the fashion in Rwanda.
Have you ever wanted to achieve something? The urge of achieving something, the desire of being great and being a world greatest record breaker. Here is Chef Maliha and her story.
Hi, my name is Chef Maliha Mohammed, and I'm the first African to break the Guinness World Record in 2019, cooking the longest cooking hours non-stop marathon of the Guinness World Record. I am a mother, a single mom of two beautiful girls, and also I am a Mombasa food tour guide. Tourists come to me, and then I showcase Mombasa in my hometown, and people get to know my culture, my food as well, the background, the history of Mombasa. And also I'm a culinary instructor. I teach people how to cook delicious meals, Swahili and international cuisine. So those who come to me are mostly bridesmaids or brides-to-be, although there are other cooks. They need to brush up their skills, so they come to me and I brush up their skills and I make them become the chef they intend to be. Also, I'm a youth, what do you call this, a youth motivator. I guide the youth in the schools. I teach them about being empathy, to have empathy in their life, to have a vision, to have a mission. So also that's what I do as well. I'm also a culinary judge. I go to competitions. They hire me. I judge the competitors' cuisines. And yeah, there's so much for me that meets the eye. That people are getting to know more about me out there, asking me like, how do you balance? I say the most important thing is discipline. You need to discipline yourself, and also family comes first. So you need to categorize yourself and prioritize your time as well. So you cannot be working all the time, but you need to also take care of your family, take care of yourself. So for me, what I do is I set Monday to Sunday. I have my timetable, my schedules written down. So what I do is, if I'm going to have my content calendar, my work calendar, my home calendar, it's always there. So every Monday is me time. I take Monday seriously as me time, my time, specifically my time. And every Sunday is family time. So on Sunday, I'm there with my family because my kids are out from school. It's their time to relax. So Sunday we have a relaxation. We either go watch movies, or we hang out, do picnic at the park, or we go for swimming. You know, all that family time. Or I can go and visit my relatives. So Sunday is only for family. Or Sundays I just stay at home in my PJs the whole day with my kids, and we have Netflix and popcorns. But on Monday, it is my time because now the kids have gone to school. Now I just need a time to relax and align myself with what I want to do, so that I can be able to focus for the next 5 days. So from Tuesday to Saturday, it's all work. Either I'm doing cooking classes, or I'm doing catering services, or maybe I'm out there doing mentoring for the youths, or maybe I'm going for meetings, for interviews, for radio talk shows, anything to do, but Tuesday to Saturday. So that's how I balance myself. If anybody wants to see me on Monday, I push them to Tuesday. I tell them that I'm busy, specifically because I need to focus on myself as well. So my me time will be, maybe I will go to the gym and hit the gym maybe for at least half an hour, or I go and have a pedicure, or I go to the salon, or I just do something that is for me, specifically for me. Or maybe I just go to my favorite coffee shop and have a nice cappuccino with croissant, something like this. So I mean, me time is supposed to be for me, and for me just to be able to take care of myself, my body, my mind, and just have a peace of mind. I was working in an NGO company for 5 years, and I found myself in a routine of working 9 to 5 job every single day. Then I asked myself, there's more to me than just coming to work, cooking for the staff of 100 employees, they go back home, then tomorrow in the morning I do the same thing. So I found the routine I was asking myself every single day, like there's something in me that is crying out. What's that? What's my why? What's my calling? What's my purpose? I'm more than what people think I am. I have the talent, I have the skills. How can I showcase it out to the world so other people can benefit? So during my lunch break, as usual, YouTube has always been my university, my school. I will go through the recipes, YouTube recipes from other chefs, from other cooks. Then I saw there's an American guy from California, USA. He cooked for 68 hours and broke the Guinness World Record. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. So I went to the Guinness World Record website, and I created my account, and then I applied for that title, the longest cooking marathon. and I set a new record time, and that was 35 hours, and I started training myself. Before that, I had to wait for 3 months for them to accept my application, which they did via email, and I started training myself, and I had a boss who was motivating me and telling me that I don't want you to just stay in your job. You can actually do something with your skills, with yourself, if you want to, which I found myself like, I've got someone who is encouraging me to go out there and spread my wings, so why not? So I trained myself, and August 2019, I cooked for 75 hours non-stop, and I broke the Guinness World Record.
Chef Maliha Mohammed is preparing to challenge and compete for not only 1 but 2 records this year. Her ambition is to break and set the new time record and beat Nigerian chef Hilda and Chef Lata in India.
To get the sponsors, to be in partnership with other brands. There's a lot of work that people don't know in doing Guinness World Record. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, a lot of commitment, sacrifice, dedication. You need to show up in every meeting, you need to show up in every interviews, and I have a supporting daughters. My first daughter is 19 and the other one is 10 years old. They are so supportive of me, and I have supportive friends as well this time. Not sure about my family members, but yeah, I'm looking out there to get donations. I'm looking out there for people to help me. I'm doing a crowdfunding because there's a lot of money to be put in it. Last time in 75 hours, I cooked for 450 recipes. This time in August 11, I want to cook for 500 recipes, because all the food that I will be cooking will be donated to the orphanage homes, the nursing homes, the rehab centers, and the street kids. No food is going to be sold. We will donate it out there. We are going to give back to the community, because that's what I've always done. I'm not going to sell any food. We will distribute and donate all the meals cooked by me, and that is my goal, for people to see my cuisine, to see my skills, to see my talent. Because not only am I cooking Swahili cuisine from Mombasa, Kenya, I'll be cooking international cuisine, targeting all the countries in the continent, in this world. So it will be testing my limit, testing my fusion cuisine as well, because that's what I'm mastering. I'm mastering the fusion cuisine, trying to modernize the Swahili dish, but it's still in a work in progress. And yeah, for those who want to donate, kindly donate in my M-Pesa number 0706 349 213. My social media handles in Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn is Chef Maliha Mohammed. You can find me. My YouTube channel is Chef Maliha Mohammed. Subscribe, and yeah, I can't wait to show you how great a woman can be. There's an advice I will give to the women and the youth in Kenya and also around the world. There's an African proverb which I have written down that I can say that it hits me hard every time I read it, and I hope it will change your life once you read it too, because it did change my life. So I will read it to you, and please listen carefully to what I'm going to say. There's an elephant and a cat that became pregnant at the same time. Now 3 months down the road, the cat gave birth to 3 kittens. 6 months later, the cat was pregnant again. And 9 months later, the cat gave birth to 4 kittens again. Just so the pattern continued. On the 18th month, the cat went to the elephant and asked, "Are you sure you're pregnant?" No, the elephant laughed and smiled and said, "What I'm carrying is not a kitten, it's an elephant. And I only give birth to one in 2 years. When my baby hits the ground, the earth feels it. When my baby crosses the road, the people stop and admire. What I carry draws attention. So what I'm carrying is mighty and great. Now, the moral of the story is, don't lose hope, don't lose faith. When you see others receive answers to their prayers in what seems like a record time, don't be envious of others. If you haven't received your own blessings, don't despair. Tell yourself my time is coming, and when it hits the surface of this earth, people shall yield in admiration. Do not compare your journey to anyone else. You have greatness in you. Your time will come. Don't lose hope. Never, ever quit.
And yes, this brings us to the end of our talk show today. I hope we motivated you, inspired you, and gave you empowerment. Please do follow us on our social handles, Facebook eTalk Show and Instagram e_talk_show and Reddit eTalk Show. Please, this is our number on the screen. Don't hesitate to call us. We would love to share your story your way. eTalk Show, where your story empowers change.
What's wrong with being? What's wrong with being? What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being? What's wrong with being? What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being?